Hey, good day folks, this is John Mendoza from C Magazine and Wheel to Wheel. Join me on a ride as we take the CFMOTO 800NK up in the sunny mountain hills of Tanay Rizal.
But first, here are the specifications. The CFMOTO 800NK is powered by a 799cc parallel twin engine with liquid cooling, fuel injection, a double overhead cam head with 4 valves per cylinder, and a 285-degree crank. It puts out 99 horsepower at 9,250 RPM and 60 foot-pounds of torque at 8,000 RPM. It is paired to a 6-speed manual transmission with slipper clutch and up and down quick shifter. Suspension is handled by a KYB fully adjustable front fork and a rebound and preload adjustable rear shock, both with 130mm of travel. Stopping power is provided by a pair of J1 320mm rotors and radially mounted 4-piston calipers up front and a single J1 260mm rotor and caliper at the rear. The tire sizes are 120/70/17 for the front and 180/55/17 for the rear. Both are Maxxis tires. The electronics package include an 8-inch full TFT dash with phone connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, cruise control, and 3 riding modes: Sport, Street, and Rain. It also has full LED lighting. Fuel capacity is 15 liters. Seat height is 795mm as standard and a curb weight of 186 kilograms.
Hey folks, so just in case you've been living under a rock and you don't know, CFMOTO builds motorcycles for KTM over there in their factory in China. In fact, I was there last year. We saw the facility. We were there for CFMOTO Day. It's just too bad that I wasn't there this year because I'm somewhere else. Okay, alright, now in particular, CFMOTO builds the 790 series of the KTM. So they build the engines, all the parts, and they assemble the bikes. When we were over there last year, I saw the 2 bikes, the 790 Duke and the CFMOTO 800NK, being built side by side. The engines are the same, exactly the same material, same everything, except for the clutch cover and the stator cover, because they have branding there, the CFMOTO branding and the KTM. So that's the only difference, but everything is exactly the same. With this engine, I would say that it's a little bit decreased in power, maybe about less than 10 horsepower less than the one on the KTM. But it's just a mapping thing. All the engine internals are exactly the same. So it's like with the 800NK, you're enjoying KTM performance with a more affordable motorcycle. Suspension wise, no, it does not have the WP suspension as that on the 790 Duke, but it has fully adjustable KYB forks for the front and a preload and rebound adjustable shock on the rear. So there is more adjustability than that of the WP units on the KTM. I think that's a big plus because you can tune the bike to your weight and to your riding style. Maybe the fuel mapping needs a little bit more improvement because it's a bit snatchy. That's the only downside to it when you're going slow. And also, if you open up the throttle abruptly from low RPM, it kind of chokes. And I can't explain that. I've experienced that on the 450NK also. It's just a mapping thing, maybe for compliance with the emissions. Overall, this bike, I would say, it's like a more relaxed Duke 790. That's my impression, at least. it's not helped by the Maxxis tires. Good traction, it doesn't slip, doesn't slide all that much on dry tarmac, but then there's not much feel as that on the Pirellis or other brands. I would also say that the profile is a little bit more blunt, so it makes the bike steer a little slower, and you don't have much feedback on the front end. But I've taken the bike on the track, I've brought it to CIS, I've been dicing with the 1000s, the leader bikes, and it was fine. I didn't slip, I didn't slide. The rear sets are a bit too low for what the bike really is, which is a sporty naked bike. I would prefer to have higher rear sets, but then of course taller riders would find that a little bit more cramped. Although it would give you more ground clearance, because I was decking out quite early, not just on the track but also in Marilake. I think there's a part of this video that you would hear the pegs actually scraping on the asphalt. Okay, so what else? The braking. Okay, J1 calipers. If you're not familiar with J1 calipers, they make calipers for all for other manufacturers. So they are actually an established brand and is also known for good brakes. And I would say that the brakes on the 800NK, it has good enough initial bite and good brake feel. No need for anything better. I never found myself looking for more. I think it's just enough. When riding up the mountains, of course I usually ride with my group, the Carvers, and these are fast 1000cc motorcycles, so even more than 1000cc. Some of them ride 1100s, like the Ducatis and Aprilias, but the 800NK was able to keep up. Even on the track, riding with some novice 1000 riders with full-on sports bikes, I was still right there in the middle of the pack, even leading at times. So the bike is mighty capable. With all of the naked bikes that I've ridden, this one has the biggest TFT dash. It's big enough that it looks like an iPad in the middle, which I don't really mind. I kind of like it, especially for the turn-by-turn navigation. It's kind of perfect because you can see it clear. All the pertinent information is there, and the navigation system on the on the hand controls are very intuitive, and it's very easy. My only gripe about it is that you can't use the touchscreen when you're riding below 20 kilometers per hour or 40 kilometers per hour. Let's talk about the transmission. The transmission is buttery smooth. I love rolling through the gears from first to sixth and down. It's really like going through butter. And also with that up and down quick shifter, it's very easy. I would change the tires and I would put up I would put rear sets on it, because even on Marilake Road, I was scraping the foot peg so much that I lost the rubber part on the right foot peg. It's keyless, it has its own key fob. So I think it's a really great bike for that price. It's worth twice its price, I would say. It has all the latest bells and whistles. It has all the latest features. It has the capability of bikes that are way more expensive than it. So I would say that it's a really great bike and it's perfect for the price. I can't really ask for more at that price point. I think it's amazing that CFMOTO is able to do that, able to give us a bike at this price point with this many features and this kind of performance. So that's it. That's the 800NK, CFMOTO 800NK for you. This is John Mendoza for C Magazine and Wheel to Wheel. See you on the next ride.